Aaron, Yankees' first three-game sweep of the Astros since 2013. To do that in this building, come in here, how significant does this feel?
Yeah, look, I mean, obviously what we've been through this year, to play like we did in Detroit, and then come here and obviously play a very good team in the middle of a division fight, wild card fight, is nice, and just happy for those guys who have been grinding and continue to put in the work, and it's nice that we're seeing some results, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of that.
Michael King building a case for next year's rotation potentially. How do you feel about what he's been able to do for you?
Great. You have fastball command to both sides of the plate. I thought his stuff was really good tonight too. Like he's carrying his stuff with him. The sinker and the four-seamer are both really good weapons for him to go along with his, slider changeup. Another strong outing against a good offense.
Aaron, Dominguez is getting most of the attention, but Will's had a pretty good weekend too. A couple RBIs, and tonight he gets tested behind the plate, makes a perfect throw. What you think of his catching and hitting in the series?
Really good. I mean, look, he's got I've talked to you guys about his presence. He's got a really good presence to him, and he's got that kind of the joy of preparing and all that goes into getting ready for a game. He likes that part of the game, and that serves him well. I think he's done a great job with our staff and behind the plate. Great throw tonight. I think he's put together really competitive at-bats and a nice insurance run in the end, but I thought it was a really nice weekend for him as well.
Aaron, you said that Dominguez looks comfortable. How does that manifest itself to you as a manager?
Well, I would just say there's, you watch him up there. I said it to Sean, even his last at-bat there, it's like there's, Sean Casey talks a lot about, slowing things down, letting go of anxiety when you're at plate. Anxiety is your enemy as a hitter, and he's the opposite of that. He goes up there real cool, calm, and collected, with a grin on his face, and there's no tension in what he's doing, and you sense that, and that's what you watch when he plays the game, that lack of tension. So it allows him to be free and easy.
A couple other names to account for, but how would you just sum up this whole weekend for the young guys on the roster right now?
Yeah, Peraza, got into the fray offensively the last 2 days, which is good to see. Obviously, they've played really good defensively. I think we've seen Oswaldo move around from third last night, where he made a big play and has thrown out a couple of good hits. And then you see his versatility with his ability to go out to right field tonight, make a good play going to the line, at a point in the game where we were a little bit short and wanted to, we're kind of pushing Tommy to get through 2 innings. He goes and makes a good play to the line. So it's just good to see those guys and their, kind of their athleticism, stand out to you, and that's been good to witness.
What do you think of how the young guys have assimilated themselves into this clubhouse?
Great, and that's not only a credit to them and I think player development for preparing them, but also, the Aaron Judges and the veterans in that room that are excited to have them and doing their part to make sure that they are comfortable and that they do feel at home walking in here. So it's and I feel like that's been a strength of ours for years, getting people assimilated quickly, and that's a credit to them.
What do you do for guys' confidence moving forward, just to have a weekend like this where they're making an impact right away?
Yeah, hopefully a lot. Look, we feel like, obviously nothing's gone how we wanted to this year, but, we're playing for a lot in there, and you never know what can happen, and we just want to go out and, play our best baseball and hopefully, make some noise this month, and who knows.
Is there something you learned this weekend about Dominguez that you didn't know before Friday? No, I mean, because I'm in that camp that believes he's got a chance to be a great player in this league. So he's off to a pretty good start. That's all it is. Again, look, with all these guys, I think we're going to see bumps and growing pains along the way. But to come into here
against a really good team and a great environment, and have them handle themselves the way they have is really, really encouraging.
You ever seen Glaber hit one quite like that?
I see him in BP every day. I mean, the way he steps on balls, he's got massive power, and that ball's hammered. I'm not surprised. That's what he's capable of. He probably puts on a show more than anyone in BP, actually. So to see him step on one it's a big one.